you're alive.
I just want to touch myself.
What?
Something that happens when he thinks about things.
I think about Ghost.
A lot.
Oh
A
my God.
lot.
Guess what? We are live, and welcome to another Monday night at 8 p.m. And we are on the air with Gaming Beyond the Box. Just like to say thank you to everybody that's here, everybody that keeps coming back. We have no idea why you fucking keep coming back, but we're glad you do. And tonight we've got some of the usual crew with a couple of other ones thrown in, and we have Forkboy Gaming. That's
Hey,
the
sorry.
Say hi, dumbass.
Hey, what's up? I swear this is not my first time. Hey, everybody, what's up?
All right, that was Forkboy Gaming with that, rather late intro. We have Evil Ghost.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your residential pothead checking in with you.
Well, at least he's honest, right? And we have HR Bomber.
What's going on, y'all?
The only reason he's on the show because he actually sounds more southern than me.
Hey now.
And,
Hold on.
Get it where you can. Get it where you can.
and for the first time on a podcast anywhere because he just got off probation, we have Viking's Funeral.
Yep. Hello. Hi,
Now,
everybody.
I
That
just have
was
one suggestion for Viking Funeral's avatar. Can we make it his big head that he had at first? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm thinking that needs to be it.
I
Well, that-
already had that planned out.
we got Jay working on an avatar for him. So Jay's already on the case. He's already got it figured out. He's got it planned. Dude's probably already got it designed and ready to email by now. But on a on another type of note here, I just wanted to say thank you for all the comments from last week's podcast. And the fact that I was on so many fucking podcasts last week, I actually forgot which one I was on. I did 5 shows in 5 days and have no idea why. But we got a lot of great feedback from last week's show here. Um, I was told nobody has ever pulled off what we did last week with 2 separate panels in one show. It really wasn't that complicated, but thank you for all the positive feedback. And we do intend to keep bringing you, shows every week. Even though I am now officially a member of the Saltiest Gaming Podcast every Thursday night at 9 p.m., and he did not pay me to say that. Uh, we will still be here every Monday night at Gaming Beyond the Box. And first off, we're going to let everybody introduce themselves. So, and I'm probably going to regret this. Go ahead, Forkboy.
Hey, what's up? Part of the Forking crew. We stream Forkboy Gaming on Twitch. You can find me on Twitter, Forkboy_gaming. I stream with Ghost, Bomber, and Tubby Master. Just kind of do our thing and try to do what we can.
All right, Bomber.
Yo, yo, yo. This is HR Bomber, of course.
Okay,
You can
dude. Okay,
find
hold
Yo,
on. You're
yo,
too.
yo.
You are way
What?
too southern for that.
Yo, yo,
Hey.
yo.
Your rat's just called.
Hold on,
already.
hold on, hold on.
That's the whole point.
Let me introduce
Screw you.
Bomber. I'm ready, okay?
No,
Roll Tide, my name Bomber.
Screw you.
I like
Nope.
Bama.
Go eat a dick.
Go ahead, Bomber.
All right. Back to it. Anyway, I'm HR Bomber. You can pretty much only find me on pretty much just Twitter. I kind of do Mixer, but not really. It's not apparently working with my PC and stuff. So everything's just pretty much here on Twitter, and then whenever Wilmy decides that I'm good enough to be here, so I appreciate it.
Well, actually, I think
thought
I
he already
think
had
Ghost
you.
paid us.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
I thought the payment went through.
Well,
Everything's fine.
It was
Everything's fine.
rejected.
Yeah.
All right.
So we
Damn.
were waiting till the end of the month for that.
I mean, dude, come on. Welfare goes through on the 1st of the month. Come on, you can't wait. You gotta wait.
That's
All
my
right.
point.
Ghost, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, dude. We already know you're a
All right,
pothead. We got that.
Yeah. I appreciate everybody coming out to listen to the show. I'm one of the guys that stream at Fork, and we're on this Wicked Dope panel with Wilmy, and just expressing our love for video games and the bullshit that goes on in the propaganda.
There's plenty of that going around.
Mm.
And
That's about right, Leo. He's talking about a dick.
And I am proud to announce a first-time podcaster. Um, Matter of fact, I had actually hinted to this last week on Twitter if anybody was paying attention. Um, people forget kind of what gaming's all about. And it happens a lot. All you got to do is open up social media any time of the day, you'll see it. People bitching, complaining about games and platforms, and oh my god, this is going to PC. What the fuck ever. But gaming is supposed to be about making friends, having fun, to kind of forget everything else going on. Well, this guy I'm getting ready to introduce, we met how many years ago? 15?
15.
15 years ago on Xbox Live, playing awesome games like DOA and and a few other games here and there. But we've been friends ever since for 15 years. Um, this guy, has seen my kids grow up. I mean, hell, he knows us just like he lived next door. So I want to introduce you guys to Viking's Funeral.
I yeah, like
Hi.
I've been around for like 15 years. Yeah, I really have. I've played a lot of games. That's pretty much what I do. I on my free time play games and I hang out with my kids. And I try to work in between, but that's pretty much all I do.
Man, I gave you that big, great introduction.
Yep,
Shit.
that's all I got.
And we have another gentleman that I met 15 years ago on Xbox Live through the amazing game of DOA. And for some reason, we're still friends to this day. I want everybody to meet Freelance.
What is up? Can you all hear me correctly? Is my
I,
mic working right?
I can hear you. Go
Yeah, you
ahead.
sound good, man.
All right, that's good.
Tell us about
I
yourself.
I don't know how the hell we are still friends from that date. Um,
Well, there was, I don't know. It's weird.
A lot of making fun of William.
That could have been part
don't
of
you
it.
start.
That could have been part of it, yeah. So go ahead, Freelance. It's hard not to call you by your real name. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
tell us what you're playing, dude, and all that good stuff.
Just besides MMOs here and there, and besides Xbox, that's about it.
Damn, that was exciting too. Maybe we should go back to Ghost.
All
Yeah,
right,
I guess so.
so
We had more
really good, right?
we had more fun with bombers.
Well, I came out there with throwing out the yo-yo.
And
it
of
was
course,
an interesting approach.
It was interesting. Hey,
Yeah.
got some laughs. Hey, whatever.
yeah, it worked, right?
There you go.
And to think I
And-
said I play with you.
I know that's the problem.
Well, we're not asking, we're not going,
Your
ask
personal lives
how
aren't what
you-
we're here to talk about, fellas.
exactly. Thank you, Ghost. And everybody knows me. I am Wilmy Hood, the Southern Gaming's mouth of the South, and I'm going to tell every one of you guys, we're so happy to have you here. We're happy to have everybody here that's been here. Our channel's actually growing, and none of this shit is scripted, by the way. Until we hop in the chat, we have no idea what the fuck we're going to talk about. And so thank you for everybody that's been with us for the last, I think this is our 12th episode. And all the new people that are coming in, you really don't know what you're in for the next 2 hours. But this is not a child-friendly show. I will go ahead and tell you that up front. So little Billy does not need to be listening to us right now. So,
Unless you have earmuffs. Earmuffs.
yeah, exactly.
Earmuffs. See? Say
So-
shit, fuck, whatever.
Let's talk about Gamescom. Gamescom's coming next week. What are your guys' predictions? Who do you think is going to show? Well, we already know Xbox is showing up, Sony's showing up. What's your guys' thoughts? What do you think we're going to see? You guys heard of
What?
Gamescom, right?
I personally believe. I guess
I just didn't know who was leading, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, you know how we do it. It's a free for all.
Just
That's why I
free
was
for all.
like,
Just
oh, I
go
was trying
after
to
it.
get the gentleman here to like,
I know, right?
who's-
Ladies first. Here I go. So
Roll Tide!
yeah, I personally believe Sony is probably going to come out pretty strong. You got to think less than a year away. Last of Us 2 is going to be probably coming out. You also, of course, still have Death Stranding, which, of course, all the rumors are now it's no longer exclusive, which is pretty hilarious for those who still go into that wonderful
The
fun
aborted
time.
fetus game.
Yeah, the baby.
Oh, we can all play
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah, if you have a PC, so yeah, everybody can play it.
No, I wasn't gonna play it to begin with, but I was just, it's like
now, see, everybody can play it.
And see,
But
you guys saw my PC earlier on Twitter, and I am so
Oh my
dedicated to this
God.
podcast, I did not even take time to hook that thing up. It is sitting in my game
Exactly.
room.
You're supposed to put it back in that box, and I'll give you my address here in a minute.
send me
Alright.
send me a check, homie.
Well,
First of all, you
it's
probably don't know
used
how to
now,
use
right?
it.
Hey,
let's just wait till the tax check. You know what I'm saying?
you send me a very big check, you can have that pretty to origin. Because it's calling my name right now.
Oh hell yeah!
But I'm pretty impressed you haven't put it together. Like I've been like, guys,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But,
I'd have canceled the stream, been like, I don't know what happened, but
Nah, you can't do that, man. I've been getting messages all week, and actually, for such a small channel, we've actually got some really cool people to come hang out with us every week. I wasn't going to leave them hanging. I mean, because there are some other good, shows online, but I mean, come on, you see a lot of the shit that gets posted, right?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
So, but go ahead, Bomber. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, I just think Sony's gonna come out firing. That's just my personal opinion. They're gonna come out with some good stuff. Probably gonna show more of Medieval since that comes out later this year. Of course, their Death Stranding. You'll have definitely more gameplay because Kojima has already stated that you will see more gameplay. Um, Hopefully, it's exciting. I mean, because not gonna lie, so far the game doesn't excite me at all. It has me intrigued, sort of like it's gotten me
Just
wanting
enough
to
to buy
know.
it.
Kind of,
Okay.
no, not enough to buy it, but enough to maybe buy it if I don't know if they actually show some stuff. But Nintendo will be Nintendo. They'll have their few little things. I don't even know what the hell they'll show. Be honest, because I don't know what they'll have out or that's going to be worth talking about, other than talking about their new Switch.
Mario
Uh,
Kart 39.
yeah, but
Zelda.
of course it'll be the one that they had on the N64, and they'll just move it up and make you pay $60 for it. But no, but I think Microsoft has to be strong during this because of the latest news and all these rumors and all this crap that's going on. I think they need some positive light with Gamescom, and hopefully they do that. But I don't know what y'all's takes on it all. But I think Sony's going to probably come out smelling the best overall.
Well, I predicted Thursday night on Salty's show that I think that maybe we'll get a little surprise from Microsoft. I wouldn't be shocked if they reveal a new IP.
From who?
you cut out.
Yeah, you cut out. I was like, and
Oh shit! What the
Way to
heck?
leave us hanging there.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I got a surprise for.
But last week on Salty's show, I predicted that maybe there's a good chance. I think Microsoft is going to show a new IP. And there was talk about
It's a great time to read
that new somebody writing a check to a certain company.
Was that what I saw earlier about people saying this dude's gonna just buy the IP and hand it to somebody else?
I'm not sure what you saw exactly.
I think that
Okay.
was talking about like Perfect Dark Zero and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
No,
Rare.
there's a lot of different rumors. It could be a new Resident Evil.
Well,
But
they're already working on that, aren't they?
but I don't know. I don't really keep up with them that much.
I know Capcom is working on the next Resident Evil because I think they're even inviting people from the U.S. and also, of course, a lot of people from Japan to actually play the game that they're coming out with. Of course, they're in NDA, of course, um, yeah, I don't know what like which studio do you think is going to be the one that's going to be the Gamescom like headline for Microsoft?
The rumor was Resident Evil, but now you know how rumors go.
Yeah,
They were
So-
the headliner.
and that's for Microsoft to do Resident Evil.
That
was
doesn't make sense.
that was a rumor. Like I
that's
said, it was a rumor. I've said it 12 times. It was a rumor.
No,
I
no,
just
no.
think
I just want to make sure what I heard. That's why I was like,
Right.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
That would be a really just like kind of mind-boggling situation if they took it over. Like, I mean, Gamescom for me, they're gonna have the Gears gameplay. They're gonna have
Oh
port
yeah.
code information. I mean, like to me, I kind of looked at it like, PlayStation's definitely gonna come out both barrels. They got to do something, and this isn't all that damage control bullshit for that side of it all. But it's like, what have they really shown anybody other than stand eating and you're aborted fetus, or okay, medieval does sound pretty dope, which that'll actually be cool. I played that back in the day. But like, I mean, to me, it just seemed kind of like Xbox is possibly going to drop rumored, new IPs or whatever, which that would be fucking just insane. And then you're going to have all this new info on the Gears. I mean, Torchlight 2, I think I saw something on that, or was it? I might have been a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Torchlight 2. All right, so that's coming out. That was the first one. If you played the first one and you kind of like the Diablo style kind of dungeon crawlers, if you will, it's a great game. I'm totally gonna pick up the second one. But I don't. Sony's gonna have to come out with something, but I don't know what they really have. I mean, everybody hypes up the Death Stranding, and I know I joke about it or whatever. But at the end of the day, okay, well that's one game, but is there really anything else that's on the horizon? I'm not a huge PS guy, but I'm just kind of curious. Like, did I miss something?
I don't think you missed anything. You have, Last of Us 2, which is the biggest rumor that could come out in April. So if they actually just brought out another trailer, whether it's gameplay or not, and just give a date, or even just a month, I think that'd be huge just for, just to throw that out, to be done with. But I don't know if they even will. I mean, again, that's still, that's April. I mean, that's
Far into the future. I got you.
exactly. That's way into the future, so that may not even happen.
Well, The Last of Us, what's that? That's like The Walking Dead in a video game, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
You never played The Last of Us?
Oh, Last of Us?
No, I'm sorry.
He's a zombie at the end.
Spoiler alert.
You shoot things. It makes you violent, remember?
Violent.
Oh my god.
Someone did that to me, so I had to share the pain. So
Yeah, you shoot things and it causes you to become violent. Remember last week's episode?
Okay.
Yeah, it makes you violent.
I slept since then.
So now you're not allowed to shoot the zombies. You have to fill them with an edible complex to make them feel like they're chasing you for the wrong reasons.
Did you say an edible complex?
Edible.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what?
Come
Like,
on, dude. Put the pipe down, brother, and listen.
Give them the edibles. Make them friendly.
I kind of heard edible also.
I mean, I'm just making sure I'm hearing the right stuff.
But speaking, and actually, I think I just saw it go through by on the chat. There were rumors too that PlayStation could show a new VR
That's true. I forgot about that.
to go with the PS5.
Which would be smart, but they could also show off the PS5.
That's true too, but I'm here to tell you it's going to take a lot from that new VR to actually impress me, though.
See, I personally think that VR is great and everything, but even PC games are slowly pulling away from it. Like, you're not seeing it pushed as hard. It's almost like 3D. It had its time where it was really pushed, and then the 3D has died off. And
Well, because VR was cool for like half a second.
yeah, in VR, I think the biggest problem is the fact is as long as it's wired, it's not gonna really work as effectively as a lot of people want it to.
Yeah,
Excuse
but
me?
wait. Never mind. Go ahead.
As long as it's wired and you have a wire running down your back, people are just like, oh, it's getting caught. And the fact that in order to do VR on computer, you got to have a pretty hefty computer, excluding you, Wilmy. So, I mean, yeah, PlayStation's the only route to go. And a lot of people I know that have had it, it's like, yeah, it's great. But your field of vision is so limited on it. So, I mean, they may come out with it. I would. To me, I think they might do the fact that Xbox has already said they're not doing it. So it's almost like, hey, let's do something they're not. But
which you're gonna grab that section or group of people that are still gonna be down with it, which is cool for them or whatever. But I mean,
yeah, like 2% that get it for that or whatever it is. It's like, to me, VR is like 3D. Yeah, it's kind of cool, but I don't think we're at the point in technology where it's like, yeah, I gotta have it.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying though. Is like that's why I think I don't know if you guys have seen like people like well, PlayStation's work for the hardcore gamers, and it's like, oh, you're a hardcore gamer now, are you? And it's like, what? Because you do VR? Like that's like, to me, that's why like Xbox is like, no, we're good. It's not smart enough for us to truly invest in this like fully into the capabilities of it. And PlayStation's trying to take a run for it. And I mean, kudos to them. I hope it works for you. But I mean, I never did the PlayStation VR stuff. I watched some of the streams or some of the guys that have had the YouTube videos. It really does look cool, but the shit's expensive as fuck, isn't it?
No, not
It's like
really.
$5.99 right now for all of it for PlayStation Pro, I think, or
So what?
$4.99.
Well, yeah, but you got to have a PlayStation Pro, and then what? You got to have a headset or whatever.
Well, the
VR
headset comes with it for $4.99 for the VR PlayStation combo. I think it's like $4.99 or
Oh, it's a combo.
$5.49
All
or
right,
something like
gotcha,
that.
gotcha.
Yeah, so I mean, it's already ready to go. But like I said, a lot of people I've talked to said the field of vision, it looks almost like you're looking through binoculars, so you can't see
You don't feel
truly
like it's
100.
actually up close and personal.
Yeah,
with
it
you.
doesn't feel
I
like
gotcha.
180 degrees like a lot
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
nicer
Because
ones are that are on the PC.
one of the reasons is too when you stream VR. I don't know if any of you guys know this in your streamers, but you've probably never streamed it. A VR headset only shows one lens.
What?
Yes, sir. When you stream it, that's what I've been fighting with. You have multiple attachments you have to put into Streamlabs to be able to give the person watching your stream the full field of
The
vision.
full, yeah, the full
Right.
experience.
There's like it's called Oculus Mirror, and there's like another one I have to open up, attach them all into Streamlabs. Then you can actually see through both lenses. Until you do that, you're only seeing everything that person's looking at through their right eye.
Oh
Interesting.
wow.
Oh, oh, score one for the hillbilly sounding motherfucker. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have it, so obviously you've done some, reading on it, where the rest of us have already given up on it.
Yeah, but now
I was
and
just saying maybe never really started, and I don't know if I gave it up because I never started. But
well, and the good thing like Oculus, you can buy an Oculus Rift for $399. It hooks to
Yeah,
your PC. You don't even have to have a supercomputer like I just bought. You can have an i5 and run Oculus.
if it's not the processor, don't you have to have a 1080 video card to
No,
run anything VR? Because
no.
I thought you had a
You can run like I mean, a 1060 runs it
Oh
fine.
yeah.
I think a 570 runs it fine too. So I mean, it depends on it's they're really not as power hungry. I mean, yeah, you just have to have more. I'm trying to think of the actual words, but basically, you don't need as strong a one as you used to when it first was coming out.
No.
well, yeah, but still a 1060. I mean, most people out there may not even have a 1060. They may still be rocking 900s, and that's where I was getting at. Is when I first looked into it. Because when I got a pretty good PC, it's like, yeah. But I was also looking at the Hive or
Five.
the Vive, the HTC, whatever it
Well, the
is.
Vive's entirely different.
Yeah, and that's like, oh, that is way
And
too.
with the Vive, you got to have all the little sensors set up around your room and all that
Oh
shit.
yeah, it was like two 1080s. Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Well, it's like Steam. They're selling their own now, and I don't know why anybody would pay $1,500 for their version when you can download games on Steam that go to Oculus, and the Oculus has everything built into the face mask.
Yeah,
You just want a corner of the market.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's true, Dave. I mean,
They want,
freelance.
hey, it already works with it already works with Steam. It does this for you. It does. I mean, like I mean, PlayStation, they want their little corner. But I mean, like I said earlier, you're still aiming at a very. I mean, there's 5 of us on this podcast. How many of us have VR?
Me.
one.
Exactly.
And the rest of you can kiss my ass. There you go.
So 20% of the podcast have a VR unit. Now, Wilmy, how often do you use it?
Oh, my VR?
Yeah,
I use it 3 or 4 times a week.
for how many hours?
It just depends, dude, on how much free time I've got.
Okay, I'm not digging into it. It's more of like how hardcore of a gamer uses it. Different to, hey, I'm gonna go play with my friends and things like that. So, I mean, to me, it's still it's a niche, yeah, but yeah, I mean, PlayStation 5 to me, yeah, it's coming around the corner. It's got some pretty cool exclusives. I would love to see an Uncharted. I've always
Uncharted was
loved
pretty good.
Yeah,
but
I've always
I
loved the
never
Uncharted
played
worlds. There's been no talk about it whatsoever, so I highly doubt it. And I'm feeding back through somebody. I don't know if it's me or not.
It's you.
Yeah,
Oh. Well, how the hell am I feeding back?
Have no
There you
idea.
I don't see Naughty Dog announcing, especially not at Gamescom, not a Uncharted game because I mean they just came out with Lost Legacy last year.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
So I doubt. Now I can see Naughty Dog coming out with something else, a new IP, which is something I think they need to bring out. I know that sounds they need, but it's kind of like eventually 343 is going to have to branch out away from Halo. Like it's just one of those things. You're going to need another series. You have a huge team that can work on multiple projects, and regardless if it's AAA or not, we know Naughty Dog has amazing talent. So I feel like they just need something else to bring out, and I think that could be something they do.
It'd be cool. I mean, I would
100%.
love to be able to see Uncharted. I mean, I love the Uncharted series, so the fact they haven't mentioned anything, I don't think they're going to. They may be waiting for PlayStation 5 to fully come out before they do it. So I'd like it. I mean, Uncharted is the reason why I got a PlayStation 4 because I wanted to play it so badly. Uncharted 2, and so when I got that, then I played 3 and 4, and yeah, so I sold it. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. So, but I mean, next week with Gamescom, there's so many things they can come out with, but with the fact that PlayStation skipped E3, this is like their shining moment that they either got to hit a home run or they may stink up the village.
I don't see them stinking up anything.
No.
Yeah, they have really nothing really. They don't have enough out to stink up the place unless they just started just making utter shit. And I mean, PlayStation, as much stupid, irrational hate people give to it, they're not the worst thing in the world. They're not going to just. I mean, they do know what they're doing. They make money. You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, I mean, with everybody up Kojima's ass, like, I mean, I would love to see something from PlayStation that said, hey, we're not all just like these one guy's followers that think he's some weird twisted god or some bullshit. Drink the Kool-Aid some more or whatever. I just want to see a different game.
I would love to see some more information on that whole Microsoft Microsoft Sony meeting, not the Microsoft PlayStation meeting, but the Microsoft Sony meeting on xCloud.
I would too.
Like they mentioned it, and the fact that they bypassed PlayStation completely and Sony went and did it, it's kind of like, okay, so what really happened in that meeting about xCloud? Because, yeah. So,
well,
I mean,
because they know they don't have a stabilized cloud system.
Yeah.
They have a cloud system, and they paid a lot of money for it, and it's not that good.
Who the fuck is that licking that fucking...
So here's that's on there every week, and every week I stare at it. I don't know why. Anyways,
I'm just watching this dude keep. I know it's a gift or whatever. I'm like,
I mean, I stare at it every week, and I'm just kind of like, so is it on repeat, or does he really like that Xbox?
He really likes that, and that's a
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyways, I may have missed this, but has anybody said if Stadia is going to be there?
No, I don't think
They
so.
have not. I don't think Stadia is going to be there. They haven't talked about it.
That's what I'm kind of wondering because they skipped E3. Then there's been nothing since the original announcement. It's kind of like, okay, November's around the corner. What's happening?
Yeah, watch them completely just drop it.
Dude, I paid $145 freaking dollars. I better get my money back.
I think they should drop it. I'm sorry. I don't hate on anything. I play everything, but I'm sorry. I think the Google Stadia the whole thing's just it's going to be a huge joke.
No, see, I think it's going to be a joke, but I think it'll push things in a different direction where you can actually then play your Xbox games anywhere, just not on your Xbox. Like, hey,
that's what xCloud is.
That's what xCloud is.
Yeah, but I think it's going to push xCloud faster to us than what they planned on because now it's around the corner, and I think that's where Sony was meeting with them, like, hey, we need it because we need it also. Otherwise, we're going to have a problem here if this Google Stadia really kicks off.
Which it won't.
No, I figure it's going to fail, but that's why I wanted it because I figured I would either swindle Ghost or Tubby into that friend code and they could cry with me.
Well, I mean, it's just like Google Plus. They pushed that for how many years? And they finally, I mean, it was like a wasteland, dude. They couldn't compete with Facebook or they couldn't compete with Twitter. So it went away. Now Google Chat or Google Hangouts.
Yep.
Pretty much the same thing. I just don't see Stadia living very long.
Well, see, I think what they do is they just try to do anything they can because, I mean, when you're a billion-dollar company, throw as many irons in the fire. One of them is going to work. Now, mind you, you may waste a bunch of doing it.
Shit on the wall to see what's going to stick, but it doesn't mean it's good shit.
No, it doesn't. But,
exactly.
If one of them sticks, then you start putting more into it and making it better. But at the same time, they do way too many things that they
Well,
try to make work.
and the dumb part was one of their head people over this project goes, well, what was it he said? He thinks that IP companies will forgive data caps, or is he fucking smoking crack? I mean, seriously, that's how they make their money, dude.
Nobody's forgiven that.
No, that's
Oh,
how
oh,
these guys
No.
they'll
get their
they'll
customers.
forgive it when you pay them.
Yeah, I mean, luckily I've got Spectrum in my area, and they've never had data caps. But
Right.
there's a lot of
Quick
people
plug.
that have them, man.
Oh yeah, like I have AT&T and their fiber usually has a data cap, but because I signed on first, I have no data cap.
Oh,
But I know lots of people that have data caps on stuff, and it's like I couldn't handle that. I mean, with everything I stream, everything I play, I go over a terabyte a month.
oh, dude, if I had data
Damn.
caps, I would,
Oh, man.
I'd be in trouble.
Dude, I'm telling you, it sounds like a lot, but when you start streaming and you're pushing 4K to Twitch because you can, and they only take the 1080p, yeah, even 1080p burns a ton of data.
Oh yeah, and then did you see all the different pricing structures for Stadia?
Oh yeah, like I was looking at that, and it's
I
just
mean, you
like,
don't even get full surround sound. What kind of shit is that?
You don't?
no, yeah.
Wow.
I
Well, the,
mean,
the problem is they're pushing it to multiple devices, so it's not like they can say, "Well, Wilmy's on phone, so he's going to have to be using this version of it," and Ghost is on
They want to
Chrome,
be
so
successful, right?
yeah, so they're
They're
using
going to have to pay for it to be successful. That's how it works.
exactly.
You have to invest
Problem
into
is-
your company, and I just don't think that that's going to be a good turnout, honestly.
No, the problem is they're going to release it thinking, and mind you, I paid it because I want to try it. I'd want to try it. That's my main thing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what?
You buy everything. I got
Yeah. Well, I don't hear you complain.
No, I mean to each his own.
No, I don't.
Like
And so-
everybody was complaining about Death Stranding. My happy ass pre-ordered it. To each his own. But Stadia, nah.
As he stated, I
No
just
way.
wanted to try. I figured A, it'll fail, or B, it'll be good. But to be honest, with everything I've read on it, yeah, it sounds great on paper. But the problem is, it's just like, yeah, that sounds great, but who are you aiming at? It's
This
just
is
like
August.
VR. You are aiming at a very select audience right now,
You know who
and
they're aiming at? Somebody to purchase the tech. That's all it is. I think this is more of a cash grab for them. I know they put a lot of money into it. They'll sell it for more if their infrastructure is as sound as they say it is. Because just saying, if it is stronger than say XCloud, I can see Microsoft saying, you know what, we need to buy that. And once Stadia, like, if it just fails, but everything else about it is actually good, it just fails because people just don't want to buy into it because they're so used to consoles, they're used to their handhelds, they just don't want
It
to
could be a
pay
little too
a
early for it.
subscription
I got you.
yeah,
buy a game through them because you can't use your existing game, so you have to buy a game through them and pay them monthly to play your game. So I think overall, it could be where a bigger company buys them out. I mean, I don't
And
know.
you may be right, dude. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
disagree with that. That's a
I
very
mean,
good possibility.
if you lay the foundation and the company comes in and buys it, they're like, hey, it's a crappy foundation, but someone bought it from us. So I mean,
Well, no. I think it's like they're going to lay the foundation, and then Microsoft or whoever's going to pick it up and be like, "Let me show you how to play with this ball," and
Yeah.
they're going to take off with it because Google already put in all the hard work and making that bullshit. They just had to pay for it already done. They're going to add on. It could go a couple different ways.
Yeah, they're definitely
Yeah.
good.
yeah, I
You'll
mean,
hear Microsoft be like, "Yeah, go ahead, find some money under the couch cushions. Go ahead and pay Google off."
yeah.
You
Well, I
know.
mean, the funny thing is, it's just like, I mean, with the XCloud, people that have played it, and then analysts and everything, they said, yeah, it works great. However, the further you are away from the server, the more lag you have, and that's one of the problems they're having. It's like, okay, well, if you live out in boondocks, who cares if you have a 100 megabyte download or 1,000 megabyte download? You're still further away, so you're going to have latency issues. So until they solve those, it's kind of like Google's problem. It's like, it doesn't matter how far you are away, it doesn't matter how fast you have, you still got to cross that distance.
Well, xCloud's going to be a little bit different just because you can actually use your box as the server. So
Yeah.
say you already have an Xbox, you can use your box as a server, which is
Yeah,
just-
and that's what they're getting at, is like, if I have my Xbox on and I go to my friend's house 10 miles away, well, I can still use it, but now I'm 10 miles away. Now, if I'm at home and my wife's like, hey, get off the TV, and I'm like, okay, well, I go to the next room. Well, the next room, there's a further distance, has to travel, lower latency. Supposedly they're working on it. I would assume the fact that they're working on it and that Sony's jumped on board saying, hey, we'd like to use it, I would venture to say that they're further along than what they're saying. or what people have said.
Well, Phil Spencer's already said that it's going to be years and years. Like he's said that in actually just very recently.
About a week ago in the interview, he said it's still years away.
It's years away for it to be mainstream, as basically pushing it all the way. Of course, now in 2 months we get to try it, or some people get to try it. So at least we'll get to see how it works in somebody's home. That's what I'm curious about.
And mind you, with mainstream, he may mean that mainstream, it's like everyone's using it because everyone loves it. He could more mean that, hey, look, we're going to push it, and if you want it, you can have it, but here are the problems with it you're going to deal with. You are the guinea pigs. And that could be what's coming out in a couple months, like the Xbox Alpha or whatever it is, that they get to try all the patches first and everything to find out what's wrong with them. Or the Insider, or whatever the hell that thing is.
Got the Insider.
Yeah.
I'm in beta. I don't
Did that child say what I thought that child said?
I think she did.
Oh, that was... Wow!
You realize that's just a sound effect, right? Okay.
Oh, I thought it was an actual kid. I'm like,
dude, my kids are all grown. None of them live at home anymore. And if my dog starts to talk, then fuck podcasts. I'll be on the national news.
I'm
be on Ellen tomorrow.
I'm like, right? Don't have a kid that young. My kids are all asleep. Bomber's kids, I don't think are that young, and I don't think they'd be saying that he'd be that calm.
No, yeah.
But what's the release date for Stadia? Isn't it November?
November 29th is the email that I got when I originally ordered it, but it said not variable. What was it? Damn it! Now I have to look at the email. Basically, it said November 20th is kind of what we're aiming for, but it could change.
Well, I predict by March you will be able to pick that shit up at Family Dollar store in the bargain bin.
Wilmy, I'll just send it to you for $1, damn it.
I don't want it. But I do believe you will be able to find it in the bargain bin at Family Dollar.
I mean, I'm just throwing this out there right now. Ghost and Tubby are not exactly totally on board with this. So if anybody else wants to be my friend to get my friend code for this thing, let me know.
Feel free to do so. I mean, he's not lying.
Like, they're not joking.
I'm
like, hey, I got a friend code. And they were like, we don't want it. But you're my friend. We don't want it.
I just can't get behind certain shit, man. I'm sorry. Like,
no, I get it. I'm one of those that's like, hey, that looks cool. I want to try it. It may fail. It's okay. I want to try it. You will go flying off the tracks. It's okay. I want to try it.
Viking, what's your thoughts on it, dude? Haven't heard much from you.
I've just been sitting back listening. I actually don't know much about it, to tell you the truth. I haven't been paying attention to it. I've just been pretty hardcore into Bungie's new update stuff, so that's what I've been.
Oh, yeah, speaking of, what is it you're playing, Viking? It's Destiny, right?
Destiny 2, yep.
I know a group of fuckers that are always streaming Destiny 2. What is their name?
I have a choice.
What is their name? No.
Fuckboy Gaming?
Fuckboy Gaming.
Well, actually, I almost called you Fishboy because I've been watching,
What the fuck, dude?
I almost called you Fishboy because I was watching The House of a Thousand Corpses again last week.
Are we talking about Bomber's vagina again?
But yeah, Viking, every guy on this podcast except for me and Freelance streams Destiny 2.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Fork and Ghost and Bomber and...
Yeah, some of them have their Solstice armor done while someone else was in Missouri with no connection whatsoever, so...
I'm not done if it makes you feel any better.
Yeah,
oh, good, because I'm like, I may need help getting the massive grind that's still ahead of me done.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, it's not worth it. It's so not worth it.
You might as well play Anthem.
God, no, it's not.
Dude, this is what's going to happen. I will do it, the game will launch only to find out, here's new armor! What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, because Shadow
I mean, that happened last time. Yeah, and that was kind of piss poor on their part. Where we go and do all that huge grind and then can't use any of that armor. But supposedly they're gonna change it on this one. We'll see. But I don't see what they're gonna change. I haven't seen it yet.
From what I've read, they're going to be going back to strength, discipline, and intelligence, where you can use those to actually increase or lower your your grenades, super melee, and all that like was in Destiny 1. And then you can add some additive that'll actually increase some other stuff. So, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we will.
But back to Gamescom. Um, we actually I have these two gentlemen on the show this evening for various reasons, other than the fact that we have been friends for over 15 years, thanks to Xbox Live. Um, the game that I know I'm the most excited about, and these two gentlemen are, because for most of you that don't know, and you can still look it up if you don't want to believe me, you can go to Gears 1 on the Xbox 360, and you will find all three of us still at the top of the leaderboard. You will find me, Wilmy Hood, unless it's still listed as Stricken Gamer, and you will find Viking, and you will find Freelance. We're still in the top. I think when I checked last, we're still in the top 50. Um,
Damn.
Damn, I hear you.
That's what's up.
yeah,
Nice.
believe it or not, dude, we're still in the top 50. And how
Yeah,
many years has it been since we played the first Gears of War?
about 14. And then, if I'm not mistaken, Far Cry 2 was still in
Far
the top.
Cry 2, we are still number 3
Wow, that's
Jesus.
impressive.
for Team Deathmatch.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that you can carry me in Gears 5.
No,
That's
basically what we were saying was we were really fucking awesome gamers. Then we got old before we ever got this fucking streaming shit. Because we used to pull off some great shit back in the day, but there was no such thing as Twitch or Mixer. And YouTube is great for watching music videos, and that's about it. So that's really, I mean, God, how many hours did we have into the first Gears of War?
Well, I do recall that we did almost 7 days straight of you and I. I know I took a vacation, and that's all I did is I slept game. Um, but I mean, hours wise, easily 500 hours in the that first game that we played. The
wow.
second game we didn't play as much, but the first one we did.
And we had the what was it called? The achievement for killing 10,000 people.
Mm.
We were the
What was
first
it?
people to even have that achievement because
Nice.
we were so proud because you got the little avatar, to put on your as your gaming pick.
Yep.
But remember the what we used to call the stricken saw?
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
I think we created rage gaming
Yeah.
for a
We
lot of
probably
people.
did.
Back in the day, I think we caused rage gaming
Mhm.
because the amount of hate mail and reports to Xbox Live were just not a joke. Not even close. Because I think
Far
we
Cry
get
was because
reported
of
several times.
Yeah, and Far Cry was because of how far we were taking our shots from, and that was the best part. I mean, we would sit in the back of the map and we would just snipe them where they couldn't see us, and all we had to do is because we spent so much time in the game that you just looked for that little bit of movement over the ridge, and that's all you had to do is take the shot.
And
So
plus,
that's
we were always the three smart ones. We always sit at a point with a sniper rifle. We sent everybody else on the team to go run everybody out of hiding.
Mhm.
With that damn 50 cal. Oh, I miss that damn thing.
And remember the you could send the jeeps and the vehicles to the enemy camp, and we just put IEDs on
Yep.
them. Send
That.
somebody else over, just go kamikaze and blow it up in their base.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Another company or another game I would like to see is Bad Company. I'd like them to bring out another one of those because that was a good series.
They kept promising a new bad company, and I have yet to see it.
I
Yeah,
know.
EA is just I don't I think they're having some issues.
I've lost faith in Battlefield, man, and I bought the last one, and I really tried to get into it.
It's not terrible, it's just not great either.
Well, I want something like Battlefield 4.
Yes.
Battlefield
Yeah.
4 was great.
Battlefield 4 was
We
good.
put a lot
Oh
of
god,
hours
it
into
was
that
great.
game too.
Well,
And
it's like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, man. It's just it's getting we got to get back to what we see now, the type of guns and stuff like that. That's just what it is.
yeah, not everybody wants to keep, fighting in World War II.
Yep.
You
For the
know,
love of God, yes, I agree.
Let's
And
go back to Revolutionary War. That's what I say.
well, let's just chase people around on the back of fucking zebras and elephants, and
That's
throw,
getting a little crazy. Okay. First of
actually,
all, you
Just
don't
play
get
Far
on
Cry.
Already
elephants.
done that. That was Far Cry. We
Yeah, I
had
was gonna
zebra.
say Far Cry.
yeah, never mind.
We
See,
had that.
but let's go. Let's bring something more modern. A modern type shooter, because
Modern Warfare.
That's right. Hell
I
yeah.
wish I wish there was a streaming service back when we used to play Battlefield 4. I swear I do.
Modern Warfare 4.
Man, remember the flying the chopper, and I landed our chopper on top of the other guy's chopper and brought him down to the ground, and we just pulled up and took off. Just took him straight to the ground using our chopper without even firing a shot. But that's what gaming's supposed to be. Gaming's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to hang out with people, make friends. Like I said, me and these two guys, man, we've been friends for 15 years. And I think Dave, I mean, freelance was actually, you were a senior in high school, weren't you?
Let's see. Yep, it was. It was. I think it was the 11th grade. I think 11th or 12th. I don't remember specifically.
I don't know, it's so long ago, man.
Yeah, it is.
And Viking, that, oh my God. Jesus Christ, it was so long ago.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
And
And it's just,
so many hours have passed. Yes, I know.
we spent holidays, at night.
Yeah.
New Year's, we played, what, like 24 straight hours?
Mhm.
We'd hop on Gears of War or Battlefield or something, and I mean, just like 24 hours or more. And that's just what gaming was. That's what it's supposed to be. I just think a lot of gamers have kind of lost their way. It's became more attention getting, I guess, to sit online and bitch and complain all day.
Oh
But
God, yes.
back, I mean, that's what gaming is supposed to be, man. You hang out with your friends, you play and just have a good time. And now it's just like everything's so fucking toxic.
Did you say have a good time with video games?
Yeah.
Is that what I heard? Is that
Oh,
what it's about? Is fun?
and
Damn.
speaking of, and I know this pisses people off. Anybody remember Mag on the PS3?
Yes, I do
Yeah.
Well,
actually.
I know
Oh
you two
yes.
guys do. I mean, we put a lot of hours into Mag,
I bought just the PS3 just to play that.
and that was entirely my
We stopped
fault.
playing it. After we stopped playing it, it became a Blu-ray player.
And that was entirely my fault because I remember you telling at the time, your fiance, well, he says I really need to go get one. We're gonna start playing this game.
And I did.
And then she started messaging my wife, going, "What the hell is she talked him in? What's he talked him into now?" So, but I mean, that's what gaming's supposed to be, man. It doesn't have to be, an Xbox or a PlayStation or a PC. Hell, play all of them. I
Yep.
mean, I just don't get the hate, and I mean, it blows my mind, man, to see everybody bitch and complain, about what somebody else is playing on. I mean, back in the day, we just played. That was it, and we even had slower internet back then. It was even more of a challenge.
Oh
Because
yeah.
everybody has to justify their purchase, man. That's all it is. It's just everybody has to justify why they own the best one, you know. And
But only if you
there's no
care.
yeah, exactly. Only if you care.
like all these people that bitch stuff, it's like, so if you don't like Xbox, why are we talking about it? If you don't like PlayStation, why are we talking about it?
Yep.
Like whoever's opposing you always seems to bitch about the other side for no reason, and it's like, go play your fucking game, bro. Like, who cares?
Exactly. Like I had a douchebag today. I don't know if anybody caught it, because everybody's been bugging me since they learned I ordered that Origin PC. Post pics of it, dude. Post pics when you get it. And I had some jackass. I don't even know who this fucker was. He's not on my friends list. He started making comments on one of the pictures, talking about, man, you got fucking suckered. You're stupid. You shouldn't have paid that.
What?
You don't even know how much I paid, dumbass.
Right? Like,
You know.
why are you just gonna attack me in such a manner? Like, what the
And
fuck?
he was like, well, I could have built you a piece. I don't even fucking know you. How are you
I
going to
could
build
have
me
built you a
anything?
PC.
Wow,
Wow, it's
I mean, you really going to come to Wilmington, North Carolina, dude, and build me a fucking computer? That's sweet of you. You know,
right. Like,
Not only will I build you a computer, I'll
I'm gonna,
touch it too.
I'm gonna
yeah,
slide your DMs, slide into your house and build you a PC.
I bet he would have
He's gonna slide some melts in too.
And
had.
probably
Yeah.
robbed you blind too.
Oh, he
Yeah,
would. He thought he would have.
dude, that's
If
just I just can't stand. I mean, it's just people that are salty, people that You know, because there's too many people out there that just think you buying a PC from a company is just, oh, you're stupid. Why? Like, why is that stupid? If you just don't want to have to
Apparently,
sit around and take the time and effort and figuring out to make sure it's going to work right, shit, have somebody else do the shit. If you can afford it, then cool, awesome.
Now,
Like,
see, my son, he could build one in his sleep. And some people's actually heard my son on the show. I've had him on here before. He could build a computer in his sleep, but I mean, he doesn't have time to do it. I don't have time to do it.
yeah.
And when I decided to buy one, I wanted to go to the best fucking company I knew of to get one. It's
I
that
still think
simple.
you should have got that big O, man. I'm telling you.
They won't sell it.
is
I
that
know.
that one? Hey, is that one I saw that fucking an Xbox, a PlayStation,
Yep.
a Switch?
Yeah,
I
And
was
they
like, dude, I was looking for a motherfucking price on that shit. I was like,
and
show
then
me what the price is.
you got to think though. It has a freaking 2080 Ti in it. It's got, of course, all the Xbox, PlayStation Pro, all that. So I mean, you already have just in those alone is for almost $3,000-$4,000 just in that. Then all the cooling. I mean, it's a stupid expensive machine.
what I
It
was told when I talked to the guys on the phone, because there was a
Yeah.
few changes I made to mine along the way, because I wanted a capture card built into it and all that
Yeah,
good
to
stuff,
get
so I could. And Francisco was the guy I dealt with, and I asked him how much it would cost, if he would sell it. He said, "Oh, it'd probably be around 18,000."
Yeah, that's what I
Is that
figured.
all?
That's
Oh,
all.
Yeah, that's all.
oh.
Just
It's
18
mainly
grand.
it's mainly because they have to build because they take away the cooling system off the Xbox One X and the PlayStation Pro, and they have to build their own to make it compatible to keep it cool, which is pretty impressive, I think.
Well, I'll tell you this, and they really, they stand behind everything they sell too. I got a 2-year warranty on this thing. If anything goes wrong, it's automatic. They replace, repair, whatever needs to be done. And actually, my buddy Dealer, and I know Dealer gets a lot of hate over at Dealer Gaming or RDX. Dealer and I had talked about it tonight. He was on my show a few weeks ago, and he said he had ordered one and he loved that thing. So he was actually my deciding factor in buying one.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I mean, he's fucking knowledgeable as fuck, man. I would listen.
Oh
He's a good dude to listen to for info.
yeah, and the only reason why he gets hate is just because he prefers Xbox. I mean, it's just shit gets on the nerves like that. I mean,
That's why everybody gets hate.
exactly. I
Yep.
mean, yeah. I mean, if you
Oh,
like,
and speaking of, I didn't even, I forgot to even screenshot it. I meant to screenshot it, but this morning was so chaotic. You know you're getting popular when people make sock accounts of you.
Yeah,
yep,
What the hell's a stock account? I guess I'm getting old.
exactly.
It's a fake account.
Well, I
Oh.
was gonna say it's a fake account, but I don't know what the sock part means.
When
Yeah, I mean, I figured you meant fake, but I'm kind of like, why is it called a stock
I
account?
I actually there was a fake account of me I saw this morning.
Oh wow.
I see them all the
Damn.
time of Tim Dog. I see them all the time of Dealer and a bunch. Colt is
Yeah,
another
yeah,
one I
yeah.
see. I actually had one.
All you big dogs, huh?
Damn,
Nice.
you-
That's
Dude,
Nah,
cute.
That's actually like part of that's elite. I mean, that's pretty good.
I was like, damn, somebody took enough time out of their sad, pathetic lives to make a fake account of me. That's
That's
pretty. That's pretty sad.
That's just cute.
I was deeply touched. You know, I sent the guy a message and I don't. He never responded. So
Aw. Do you want a hug?
My computer.
yes, let's hug through the screen.
No, I meant ghost. I'm not hugging you, fucker.
Oh shit.
Wait, what? What the fuck do I need a hug for?
You always need a hug.
Shut up.
They're coming for you now, dude. But Gears 5 though, back on topic, because like I said, Viking and myself and freelance, we had easily thousands of hours into Gears 1. And did you guys play the tech test for the new Gears?
Hell yeah.
I did.
I did not.
Oh,
I did
damn it.
not get
It
a
was
chance
so-
to,
I like
but
it.
people I trust said it was good. So
Well, I will say this, it reminded me a lot more of going back to Gears roots. There's a lot of improvements. I think it's going to be a great game. And before anybody pops up in my fucking chat going, "Oh, you're damage controlling." No, motherfucker, I'm a gamer. when I play a game I like, I will say I like it. If I don't like it, that's how it is. Uh, I thought the visuals for 4 were great. I wasn't impressed with the gameplay. Um, but I mean, I did play it. But this game, Gears 5, I've got a lot of high hopes for this game. I played the tech test. I thought it was awesome.
I see. I agree. From the tech test that I played, I thought it was pretty fluid. It looked good. It played just like a real sharp, brand new Gears. Like it's exactly what Gears. I don't know. I would assume every other guy or girl that plays Gears, fucking, that's what's up. Like it looked really good. I know there was like there was a concerning article on Gaming Bolt on Gears of War that some people were bitching about online, but like I mean, I'd have to pull the article up to give specifics, but like it just it quoted Rod Ferguson or whatever in it, and of him saying that, like, I don't know, there was maybe some stuff that made me feel that it might not be as big as it's supposed to be, which was kind of concerning. But like, I've still got high hopes about it. But like, I'll have to find that fucking article, man.
But everybody's gonna bitch and complain about anything anyway.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
and don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
you can't make anybody happy.
I
Like
don't I
everybody.
don't I don't fanboy either way because I've said it a million times. When Microsoft starts depositing money into my bank or Sony, then I'll do like my buddy, Lethal Papa. He accuses people of being cheerleaders all the time. The day that Microsoft puts $1 million in my bank account, I will grab pom poms and a fucking poodle skirt and shave my legs, and I will be all over Twitter jumping up and down for Microsoft. Same thing with Sony. But, it doesn't matter what Microsoft does. There will be people complain and bitch
Yeah.
and whine. I mean, it's a proven, I mean, that's just the way it is. And Sony, and it is funny though, Sony can do nothing wrong. And if you remember back at the first of this generation when it started, how many ideas on the Xbox One were shot down but came to show back up on the PlayStation 4?
Several
And
years later.
yeah, and when they came on the PlayStation 4, the gaming media is like, "Oh my God, it's the greatest fucking thing ever."
Everybody lost their mind.
And the funny
Like
part
it was
was,
something new.
and if you mention that shit on social media, like, Xbox was going to do this and you guys lost your fucking minds. Oh, no, you're a fucking fanboy. No, it's the fucking truth. I mean,
Right.
a lot of the stuff, that PS4 added later, it was already in the plans for Xbox. And Xbox had to stop it and because everybody bitched and complained about it. So I just don't it's funny to me, man, how it works.
It's a great point, Jago.
Oh God, Jago's here.
Yeah, he is.
So how
Oh
you gonna
God.
play? How you gonna complain when you can play Gears 5 for a fucking dollar?
But they're
Like,
still
that's the
doing it,
fuck.
Jago. There are people still complaining. I mean, you could give them the game for free, and there'll still be motherfuckers on there complaining. And we know some YouTubers already, like some certain communist cocksucking freak, uh, mind the pun, was on Twitter over the weekend going, "Well, you can thank me because I'm the reason
Oh,
Gears 5 is as good as it is."
Boy, that
Shut the
fucking
fuck up.
you guys
I
such.
think I know who you're talking about.
Pull your lip
everybody knows.
over your fucking head and goddamn swallow.
Right.
You are the load your mom should have swallowed.
Oh
Exactly.
shit!
See,
Um,
and see, for me, I'm not even a big Gears fan. Like, I like it, but I
oh,
don't
you're off
love
podcast. Hold on. No, I'm just kidding.
it. And see, I just don't love it. Like, I guess because I fell away from it because I just really didn't have many people at the time, especially with the original Gears, up to 2, 3, whatever. And then I never played 4. And I plan on playing 5 mainly because I know 4 goes. Tubby's gonna definitely play it, so I'm like, I'll try to play it, see how good I'm at it. I mean, I tried the tech test. I sucked at it. It looked pretty, which, granted, I mean, at this day and time, it should look pretty. I don't. There's to me, that's not even really any kind of great topic to talk about. Like how pretty it's going to be. I'm like, it should be. I mean,
It's
if
so
it's not,
pretty.
All I heard was, "Yeah, party, I liked it."
I like
I
all
didn't
the
hear
colors.
dirty.
I mean, if it's not
Look at
pretty, if
that!
it's,
Look at that purty mouth on that boy right there.
Dirty.
I just want to touch it.
I'm just saying. I mean, if it's not, if it's gonna be pretty. Everybody knows it. It's gonna look good. It's
It
gonna,
should. It's
Dang,
it's
pretty.
gonna,
2019. It's
it's
supposed to be a
gonna,
AAA
Gonna be
title.
it's
gorgeous.
I've
gonna
got balls of
somewhat push the
steel.
Xbox One X. I say somewhat because, of course, nothing has pushed the X at all, and they're not going to. Um, but they also have to have it run on other old systems. So it's gonna look good. It's gonna play well. I felt like it played really well. The biggest thing that I'm trying to see is the campaign. Again, I know Gamescom, they're supposed to, show, I don't know how long, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, hell, I don't know, of actual campaign gameplay.
Gameplay.
And I hope to God it plays well. Because I know it's going to look good because it's going to be a lot easier for them to control the atmosphere just like God of War did. Because that's basically what a lot of people are comparing the campaign to is a God of War like because it's an open world but not fully open like God of War was.
Called linear.
Yeah. I mean, it's a linear game, but not too linear because linear, you have point A, point B, that's it.
Oh
This,
God, you just created a new Twitter argument.
I know.
No, God.
Exactly, right?
Here we go.
So you're going to have this game be similar to that. How long is it going to be? It's not going to be 60 hours. We know that. It's going to probably be a 13, I think, hour campaign, maybe.
If it's 13, I'll be happy with it.
Yeah, and I'd be happy with it because for me,
Gears
I don't
1
get to
was
play
only
games.
4 hours long if you really wanted to go just hammer through it.
100%.
So-
Yeah.
Or
see,
if you
I
want
don't
to do
get
like
play
we used
games
to
like
and
that.
play it on, insane mode.
Mm-hmm.
But we
But
might be a
even
little
that-
too old for that now.
Probably, yeah.
Even
I
then,
don't
that was
see how
only
y'all do
6
that.
hours. So, I mean, it just matters what you want to get out of the game if you're a true fan or not of that game. If you're not and you want to try something that's different, I mean, it's going to be a good game. Just you have to go in with the mindset that it won't be shitty. So, and that's what most people do now is they just go into a game automatically thinking that's going to be shitty and not giving it a chance.
I just got to say one thing. I know we're not a huge podcast, but some of the guys, man, that we have come in this chat are awesome. If you're not reading some of these comments, you got to read them.
Especially Jago.
Oh no, I'm talking
Leave
about
it to
Jago,
Jago.
Leo, Psycho. Damn, everybody's got an O at the end of their name. What the fuck?
I know everybody's like an O.
I could
Everybody-
change mine.
Forko?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Fork boy, okay.
I mean, a fish boyo.
Boy.
Boy. But I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to seeing Gears, and everybody that knows, yeah, I don't give a shit. You can like it or not. I'll order the new console. I've got a
Hell yeah.
Lancer coming. I got the collector's edition coming. Send me messages and tell me how much you hate me. I will send you a picture of Bomber's penis because he
Oh,
sent
there
me
you go.
one earlier.
Yeah, it's not that big. I'm sorry.
No, it's really a disappointment. Oh my God, some of the shit we talk about on this show.
And it was pretty
Oh my
freaking hot today too, so there's no excuse. No excuse.
See, all I heard was send Bomber the next person that asked me for a code.
I hate you for it.
But
No.
I am
Fork
definitely
has all the codes.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Gears 5 though, man. I can't wait to
Oh,
play
yeah.
it. Oh, I can't wait to play it.
There's a lot. There's so much going to be going on right now. I mean, you have all this, plus you just have some releases coming out this month, which I think.
Well,
is
you got
pretty
Blair
awesome.
Witch on Friday, man.
Hell yeah!
Friday? No, dude, that's on the 30th.
I thought they said it was the 16th. Is it the
30th?
30th?
You've got Wreckfest on the 26th.
Yes, Wreckfest.
Man of Medan. I'm trying to think. Is that the 30th too? Yeah, I think it comes out the same day as Blair Witch. And if you guys have not seen Man of Medan, check it out on the store, either Xbox or PlayStation. Don't want to offend anybody. Check it out. This game is actually going to be co-op.
Really?
Yeah, and that's pretty cool. That's the same people that made New Dawn, I think was the name of it, on the PS4. Yep,
Until Dawn?
it's on the 30th. Yeah, the Jago, what was the name of the game, dude?
Is it Until Dawn?
Until Dawn, maybe. The
The,
horror
like,
game.
A horror game? Yeah. Okay.
This is
Yeah.
made by the same people, so
Oh,
I
okay.
mean it's bound to be good. Wreckfest is the 26th, And
That looks fun.
if you guys are actually looking for a cheap little cheesy game with easy achievements, I just finished one the other day called Sagebrush. It's if you're just looking for something different, I think it's like $4.99 on the
Like an
store.
indie game. Yeah.
It's a walking simulation, I guess. It's kind of cheesy, looks like an old '90s game, but it's got an entertaining story about cults. So if you're in that whole kind of
Like
warp
horses
shit,
or CULT?
not cults. You know, like
All right,
Charles
I'm just making sure we're all
Manson,
talking the same shit.
yeah, Charles Manson, all that good shit.
Yeah, all right. Well, I was just like, man, I don't really give a shit about a walking simulator with a horse.
I mean, what if you get to
Really?
touch the horse?
That's not what
Like,
Fork
what if it's
said.
VR and you to walk up to it and like rub it and
And you can
play with
pet
it?
like Barbie.
Oh, God.
Yeah. What if you get to touch it in places? I mean, there's always options.
That's bestiality, and that's just bad.
I hope you guys
I
really can't hear every sound effect I'm
Oh,
adding
well, that
in.
offends me. All right, your bestiality offensiveness offends me.
Let's get
I
another
have a
strike.
carrot.
I think
Sorry,
so, yeah.
Disney. Sorry, Disney.
Let it go. Let it.
But what other game is everybody looking forward to
Oh,
this
there we
month?
go. That's what's up, Psycho. That Remnant of Ashes. I saw like info on that. That's supposed to be dope.
Yeah,
That looks good.
I only caught a little bit of that one earlier this afternoon.
My only problem is it's single player.
Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be kind of Dark Soulish, but
So
I never played Dark Souls, so you know.
We compare everything to Dark Souls. You notice that?
Well, I just noticed that's what everybody does from PlayStation. I'm like, well, everybody's like, oh, it's a Dark Soul game. I'm like, what does that mean for someone that didn't play Dark Souls?
I'll tell you what. I played Dark Souls. Fuck that game.
Yeah, screw that game.
I bought it when it originally came out under the first name that they gave it, whatever it was. You're supposed to be able to hang out, group up with people. No, it didn't quite work out that way.
Dark Souls was great up until the guy came in and killed me while I was trying to fight the first boss.
Okay, but
It-
why was it Dark Souls though? Was it just because it was super hard? Or because I enjoyed all of them.
All right, I don't have a frame of reference on this one.
I hate it because it is that. I get so bad at a game if literally all it's there for is to kill me. Like there's no point to the
Wasn't that
game.
the point of every game?
Well, no, like at least I have a chance. This game doesn't give you a chance. It's just
So
you
it was
walk
too
up and
difficult
you
for
actually dodge and you don't dodge and it hits you from 5 miles away and you die. It's stupid.
Wait, 5 miles? Whoa, I feel like we're
Yes.
exaggerating a lot.
No, no. I'm
Well,
talking
he's a
about you can
redneck,
literally.
so then you got to take the 5 miles and put it.
Oh, God. You're in.
Then you got to subtract the roll tide, so then it's like actually like 100 yards.
Fork,
Oh,
you
God.
are actually not. You do not live up north, by the way.
I know. I'm from California though, so still
Oh,
northern.
God. I'm so sorry.
Wait a second.
The only reason I said that because I knew it was going to get you too.
God damn it! I live north. I don't want to hear no California.
I know where you live, but we're
I
not going to say that. We're not going to say the name of it on air. Nobody would believe us anyway, would they?
Probably not.
Yeah,
I didn't know a name for a town like that actually existed.
Is it like
I don't live
Buttsville?
there anymore.
That's always a fun one.
Bunnyville?
No, Buttsville.
Oh,
No, that would be an improvement. Trust me.
Oh, really? Damn, now I
Yeah.
kind of want to know what dick
Place
place you live in.
tiny.
Hell, Michigan,
Nah,
Dead Horse, Alaska.
you're getting close.
To Alaska?
No, when you said dead
I was
horse.
like, shit. That's like there's nothing by Alaska, so other than Canada.
Oh, and whoever mentioned Remnant, good. Thanks for the head. I'm actually checking this thing out now. That does not look like a bad game at all.
Hey, Control
I thought-
comes out this month too.
I thought it was single player, so now that it's a multiplayer, that
Yeah,
maybe
it's a
it's something.
co-op, is what Psycho said. I didn't realize. Yeah.
And then, like I said, a couple of days later, you got Wreckfest on the 26th. You got Control the same day. And I don't give two shits if Sony's supposed to be buying Remedy. I've still bought Control. I do intend to play it. Yep, and the Man of Medan 30th, Blair Witch, and then Gears.
And then
And then
Borderlands.
Borderlands.
And I say Gears with a admiration.
What if you play Gears and it doesn't hold up to your hype?
Then I delete it and play something else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Move
Yep,
on.
pretty
There you
much.
go. There you go.
I mean, I'm not going to sit on Twitter and bitch about it for 3 months and
There's no
create
point.
create a
Like,
whole YouTube channel just against it.
yeah, you got to have a whole podcast about getting mad at Ferguson whole time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that the
Yeah, that'll
bad
probably be a
part,
couple
it'd
weeks
probably
devoted
have
to
2
people
million
hating on
viewers
him.
within a week.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah.
As soon as you start bashing, it doesn't matter what you bash. As long as you bash it, that's it. That's you're getting all the popularity.
And see, I see online all the time. We're looking for positive gamers. Come to this podcast. We're just gamers. We don't give a shit about your console wars and all that shit. Keep it somewhere else.
I love how you said we're looking for positive gamers, and you said we're gamers. You left out the positive part on that.
You actually caught that, didn't you? And see, you're not nearly as dumb as Ghost told me you were in the beginning. That's crazy.
I mean, he's a little special. Maybe I embellished it a little.
I
bit.
do look Windows.
He's the kid.
Are
that's
they your
usually licking
windows
the
or
window on
the next door
bugs.
neighbors?
I mean, does it matter? It's a window.
Well, I mean, depends on what she's wearing, if it's a charge or not.
Could be a
Well,
him.
that's a good point.
But and I know everybody here is playing Borderlands 3.
Yep.
What's Borderlands 3?
What's that? I didn't hear it.
Oh,
What's
you fuckers got to go.
that?
Yeah. I mean,
No,
I'm
they're
doing
the
a
ones
giveaway for
excited as
16
shit.
of them. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing Borderlands 3.
Gave away how many?
16.
Oh,
Damn.
Giving away.
nice.
Got to stop by the stream. We give away all kinds of shit.
I give away consoles. You give away games.
Well, we should get together. We can give away a game and a console.
Got a flip the console?
That's an
fucking-
idea.
Like Gears of
There you
War.
go.
What?
Oh no, nobody getting that one.
I'm not. Whoa. You're getting a little crazy there, buddy.
Actually, I think they've already sold out. To be honest.
Actually,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
they
they
sold
have.
out within a couple hours because by
Yeah,
the time I got internet signal, it was gone. I'm like, oh.
I will say, if I had the extra money, and that thing just looks sick. I'm not gonna lie.
I
definitely
you know
on my
what?
top of the console.
My little guy here I put on the screen. Wait a minute, where did he go?
The licking of the console.
Oh yeah.
That's what.
Matter
you're
of
gonna do to
fact,
it.
we're gonna
See if it's
see.
icy.
I am gonna take this little GIF, and I am going to Photoshop it, and I am going to put that pretty new Xbox in that picture, and have him lick that new Gears 5 console. Oh yeah.
See, I still see the PlayStation 5.
Well, I haven't got it
PlayStation
yet.
5. Damn,
Oh, I
you
was
see a
talking
PlayStation
about
5?
PlayStation,
yeah,
whatever.
shit.
I mean, it's a PlayStation.
Well, yeah, it's a PS4, man.
Well, you can tell just how it looks. It's a fucking PlayStation. Like,
Yeah, it's not a VCR, so
It could be a VCR.
not everybody even fucking knows what that probably is.
Yeah, exactly. My kids are like, we're like, hey, there was a time you had to rewind. They're like, what's that?
But we don't rewind
God.
shit. Everything's digital, Dad.
I'm like, you don't understand the struggle when you start a movie only to find out it's at the end.
And then when you took
yeah,
it back,
Lego bills do suck.
and when you took it back to Blockbuster, you wound up having to pay like $3 because you forgot to rewind it before you took it back.
Yeah.
Be
I've done
kind.
that.
Rewind.
Yeah, remember the signs? Be kind, rewind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a 57 Chevy automatic rewinder. You just stick it in,
I
slam
think
it down,
everybody
put it in the
did.
movie. Exactly. I think that's the only one they sold. It's like, we're only going to make this model, and that's it. We're not
Hey,
making any others.
That movie wasn't too bad either.
I don't remember watching the movie.
What
Oh,
movie?
really? Please be kind. Rewind.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I'm
I remember
really.
that back in the day.
The
The
That's
farther
what's
we
so
get
fucking
into this episode, the more doubts I'm having about you, brother.
Shit. Come on.
You're
now.
really worrying me now.
Head, what's
You know what I love is you said, awesome, another Southerner, and you're already ready to kick him out.
he's already regretting it. He's like this fucker right here.
You
He's
can only be
nope.
one.
And slowly, he's not like me.
And the funny part, you remember back in the day when you go to rent a game and everybody's taking one back late. Anybody remember Double Dribble back in the day?
Oh, yeah, did I
Nintendo?
own that? My mom and dad, we bought that. It was when you couldn't dunk the damn thing, but
I actually forgot to take the thing back for like a week. And I walked back into the store, and the guy, behind the counter just takes it, and he checks whatever with my card. And
$100.
next thing I know, I'm going out to go get in my car, and I've got some guy running out the parking lot behind me. You need to come back. You need to pay your late fee. What? Who the hell are you?
So I'm guessing he
Where
was
did you
Asian.
come from? And and he's
Because
like,
if he wasn't, you're making it awkward.
he's like,
Yeah.
he's like, you owe me $175. I'm like,
Now
for
his accent's
what?
changed.
I was like, for what? He's like, cause the game's late. I'm like, the fucking game don't even cost $175. Are you kidding me? And the guy got mad, man. I got in my car and left. And he's like, I called the police. Okay, what are you gonna tell him? I brought a game late. You know, Jesus Christ. I was so happy to see Blockbuster and all that shit go away. What fucking ripoffs.
Now you just have Redbox that'll charge you per day.
Not me.
See, I just rent mine from Voodoo. Once I'm done, it goes away. I don't have to worry about it. It's like it's gone. I'm like, oh, look, it's gone.
Yeah, but you got to pay more.
That's right.
Redbox is like $1, $2.
Yeah, until you forget it, and that's $9. And you're like, oh shit.
And you can laugh at me. I just buy movies right on my Xbox.
Hey, there's
I've,
nothing wrong with that.
I've probably got 4,000 on there now.
You need to be my new friend.
You're right. Let's game share.
Nah,
Movie share.
me and my wife game share. That doesn't work with movies though. It only works with games.
Oh, doesn't that?
Oh, that sucks. I didn't know if it did work for
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was thinking.
Nah, sadly it doesn't work for games. I mean, movies. But
There you go,
yeah,
Microsoft. Something to think about.
I've got at least 4,000 movies on my console. At least, and that's not counting TV shows.
So your account is what?
Don't you wish? Don't you
Come
wish?
on,
You
Wilmy.
have to sneak in like I do. That's okay.
As long as Viking and Freelance and myself have known each other, they have no idea.
So what you're saying is there's a chance.
No, there's not a chance. Not a chance at all. Not even close. But, damn, we've already killed an hour and a half.
I mean, you say kill, I enjoyed, but call it what
Well,
you
you
want.
know what I'm saying. Forker.
Fucker.
Well, see, you're a Fokker. He's a Forker.
I'm Fish Boy, damn it.
Hey, your icon would be perfect. You just need a fish in the other hand.
Yeah, I know. Slap
Yeah,
it
that's what
around
I
or
was. That's
something.
what I was just thinking. I keep seeing his name pop up. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if mine's popping up like it should be.
Oh, it's moving around. It's got a finger sticking out
Oh
of me.
yeah, you notice the little guy in the background. Oh yeah, he's waving to everybody. I would like to thank Graphic God for that one. So if you're looking for gamer picks that can do just about anything you can imagine, hit up Graphic God. He is amazing.
I will second that.
Is there a
Graphic God's done a
giveaway or
bunch of
something
stuff
going
for me. He's done very awesome stuff and still doing some stuff for my stream. So if you need logos, banners, anything that's graphic, hit up Graphic God. Like seriously, he does awesome work.
Yep, and that if you're actually watching the stream and not just listening to it, that background that you see moving in the back, that took several hours to make in a sweatshop over in China. I'm just kidding. It was all Graphic God. He made all that. I mean, the dude is awesome. You definitely got to get up with him. But, and guys, I really, has anybody got anything else they want to add to today?
Weren't you doing a giveaway or something like that?
Oh, that's a little, that's
Never
different.
mind.
That's a different show.
All right. I was just trying to help.
Well, I want to be part of that show, damn it.
Apparently, that's the important show. My bad.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
no.
This
Look,
is the B-rated
okay.
comedy hour.
All D. I see how you are. It's only
For
'cause-
everybody that has, wasn't in here when we first started the show, in case you haven't heard or seen, I'm now a full-time member of Saltiest Gaming Podcast on Thursday nights. The same place where I got started, I ended up. Because the first show I ever did was Salty's show months and months ago. So now I'm a full-time member. The giveaway is for his show. But now for my channel here, actually, when we hit 300 subscribers, I will hook you up with Jay, the Graphic God, myself, and he will design you a gamer pick of your choosing. So,
Right on. Sweet.
I know that one didn't make it as far as the one for Salty, did it?
I don't think it did. No.
That was weird. Yeah, nobody really publicized that one as much.
I mean, I thought the one with the
I saw that on.
I thought it was for this podcast to make Sony better. Like,
Wow, you really don't. Mm.
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 Didn't
Ow.
get the memo.
But yeah, that's the deal. If when we hit my 300 subscriber, I hook you up with the graphic god. You tell me what you want designed, all that good stuff, and Jay can design just about anything. Trust me. If you see my little guy in the background, he's waving his arms up and down. That shit took Jay hours. I mean, there's nobody like him that does them. So not even close.
No, and his prices are actually extremely reasonable. Like I've done graphics like the fork symbol, my logo there, and some other stuff. Yeah, I mean, I was expecting to pay more, and it was actually pretty good. So definitely hit him up if you need anything. Awesome work, great turnaround, great prices. Cannot say enough about the guy.
Oh yeah, and one of the best dudes you'll ever talk to.
for sure.
Definitely. And God, what was I getting ready to say? The caffeine's kicked in now, and I just fucking lost my entire train of thought.
It's cool, man. You're thinking about that PC. I know what you're thinking.
Oh, dude, that
Exactly. He's sitting over there stroking the box like, we're gonna be ending
nah,
soon.
it's on the other side of the house, dude.
It's my
It's in the game room.
my precious.
Okay, you keep that shit up. I will make a GIF with me licking my Origin PC. Oh no,
I
hell
don't
no.
give a crap. You can
I
lick
pay-
your
I
own
pay- nah.
controller.
I
Like,
paid
you
way
can lick
too
whatever,
much
bro.
money. I paid too much money to lick that thing. Nope, won't happen. I do not want to damage it. But
Can you make a GIF of you doing it and dropping it? Because I'd pay money to watch that one.
oh no,
Maybe
no,
just
no.
the box. The box image, that is.
No, you are not funny.
Uh,
You are not funny at all. Trust me.
Pick up that crate, lick it, and you're licking the wood.
Splinter.
Yeah, you're not funny. But I did get a couple of messages I do want to address. Um, oh god, this was funny. Dear Wilmy, what did you have to do to become a full-time panel member for Saltiest Gaming? Okay, I will answer that for you. First, I had to submit a blood test to Salty. Then I had to send a dick pic to Noof. And then after I got approval, then Titan wanted pictures of my dog in a bathing suit. There it is.
Interesting combination.
And that's a
Wow.
joke.
I'm more shocked that he only wanted a blood test. I mean, nothing else, or you just want to go into detail?
No, that was about it. I thought the
okay.
blood test was pretty evasive. The dick pic to Noof, I didn't really mind too much.
I mean, everybody's got dick picky, so yeah, it doesn't matter. So.
Oh, Jago, I'm here to tell you, dude, that guy would not send me a PS4 if I dropped this thing.
Hey, whatever happened with that? Like, I never saw anything more after all those people smashed their Xbox.
I think he took his account down, didn't he?
No, he's a rapper. He still got it up. He's
Dude, he weren't a rapper. No,
He's a rapper.
we could sit right here on this podcast and put shit on SoundCloud. That don't make us rappers or singers.
That's what
Well,
I'm saying. I'm like, how
just
many
saying
songs this motherfucker got?
He is a.
He get
I'm not
paid for
saying
that?
he's no mainstream rapper. I'm just saying he claims himself as a rapper. So hey, he's a rapper.
Well, I mean, you claim yourself not to be a Roll Tide fan, but you are. So I mean,
Damn.
that doesn't
War,
change.
damn eagle. War, damn eagle. And your ugly ass RT. Okay. Curse word.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get it either. I'm like, I'm confused. What the
I
hell
guess
are
I'll go
you
with
talking
it.
about
I think
here?
it might make sense.
Well, anybody can claim to be a rapper, dude. Just because you got some on SoundCloud.
Hey, Jago said maybe he's a rapper, like a gift rapper at JCPenney.
Yeah, Jay, you're probably right, dude. That's probably what he's really doing. That's probably his real thing. He's a rapper. He just doesn't tell you what he raps.
I wrap boxes. They look pretty.
I put little bows on them, and everybody gets so happy. I'm just so happy to see the smile on child's faces.
That's what
Aw.
I'm much sicker than I play on the podcast. Trust me.
No, I'm sure you are.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on.
True
That's
statement.
not fair.
I mean, my stream is nothing but wholesome love.
It's very peachy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
Rated
yeah, it's
PG.
very
quite
PG.
wholesome.
Just don't turn the volume up.
Well,
Paper gangster.
well,
Oh God.
I'm not responsible for any words your children learns like space docking or anything else. So
You
Repeat
can
that.
learn all kinds of interesting stuff. It's a very educational program, motherfucker.
yeah, we teach about space docking.
Ah.
He's talking on shit.
Okay.
Y'all were on it,
I mean, go ahead, dude. I got to hear this one.
All right, so you.
I'll let Ghost do it.
So, all right, man. I found out, or this is what I was told what it was. All right, but when you walk in and there's this dude that's got like he's still got his foreskin junk still on, and that didn't get verschnickled when he was younger.
Verschnickled.
What do they
Yeah,
call it? The
nipped off.
juice.
That's a scientific word, thank you.
Did y'all just
All right,
watch Robin
so-
Hood Men in
so
Tights
anyway.
lately or something?
Oh
Alright,
no,
so
dude,
yeah.
it gets better. Just wait.
Anyways, dude takes it and puts it over the other dude's helmet. You know what I'm saying? To create a seal that is space docking.
Shit.
I
Chinese
ask.
crap.
You asked. Yes, you
You
did.
did.
It's an educational program, man.
I warned you, and I'm crying over here.
I ask. You know, I can't complain. I ask. I had to hear this one.
No, you can't complain. We didn't all need to hear that again.
Foreskin and
Verschnickled.
It's
The only reason that struck me as funny is because if you watch Robin Hood Men in Tights by Mel Brooks, that's one of the things the rabbi says. They're gonna get verschnickled.
Yep.
all right, here we go. That's Fork's new saying when he signs off now.
we're gonna verschnickle somebody now.
I'm verschnickled gaming. Catch me on Twitch.
Fish boy and verschnickled.
Jesus.
We were calling you foreskins here in a few minutes.
oh shit.
And see, this just proves that I've got the perfect gift. And actually, I don't think Disney can come after me for this one.
Who is he? He's an asshole, sir.
Now he's gonna
You
have
know
a
that.
gift of space.
What's his name? That is his name. Asshole. Major asshole. And his cousin? He's an asshole too, sir. Gun is made first class. Philip
It's
asshole.
verschnickled.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yeah, the worst part is we're talking and I'm watching the stream and I have to wait for this gift now.
Actually, it was a sound bite.
Oh, what the hell?
He's like,
Sound
wait, he's like,
uncanny.
I don't get it. What happened?
I told you, man, I've done so many podcasts in the last week, dude. I didn't even remember where the fuck I was and which one I was going to be on today.
You know,
And-
some of this you have to put in like the group chat, man. Come on.
I was discombobulated for the first 20 minutes when we started because I'm like, oh shit, this is my stream. I can do all this other stuff here. So it was weird. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
It's been a long day and it's only Monday. So that's where we're at now. But any other new words that we need to know about this evening
No, I'm
before we
sure-
sign up?
You can just tune into the stream to learn more.
Oh yeah, we're very educational.
Oh no, please share. We got
No,
you
like
know,
I can't remember everything we've ever
I mean,
learned.
it's just a lot of stuff that 10 years in the military will fucking just it warps your mind, man. There's a lot going on there.
Well, no shit, really. So let's talk about it. No, just kidding. Let's don't get into that. Actually,
No.
that might not be good.
Yeah, 8 years in the medical field in the ER, you learn all sorts of things. You're like, you can put that there? Why?
Because you can.
And
I
the sad-
swear I fell. I swear to God, I fell on my cell phone in the shower.
That's the least of the things I've seen. Okay,
sad
cell
thing is-
phone would have been like, oh, that makes sense. It vibrates.
Hey, I worked in the cell phone industry for 10 years, so yeah, I've heard that multiple times too.
I know batteries can be inside your system for 21 days before they actually break open.
Well, that's good to know.
Now,
I'm
is
more
that
wondering-
through the stomach all the way through, or is
Yeah,
that
from-
more of a
from the-
suppository situation?
From the moment they enter your mouth to the moment you poop them out, it's 21 days before they have to go in and cut you open. Which I'm like, so when you called Duracell, like, did they call engineering or they were like, oh, yeah, 21 days? Yeah, we already know it. Yeah.
It's a standard test. Don't worry about that.
Well, everybody knows what I do, and we won't discuss that here on the podcast. So, yeah, we will not discuss my profession on here. I do not want to make anybody sick. But I think that is going to be it for us tonight, folks. Thanks for coming by, and all you guys that always come to hang out with us. And I'm going to have all these guys do their outros and tell you, basically just repeat everything they said at the beginning of the show just to kill a couple minutes. So go for it, Bomber.
Ah, shit. I'll go first. All
Yo,
right.
yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo. Yeah.
Yo, so
Roll Tide.
this is the HR Bomber. This is the guy. This is who I am. No, all right. So I am HR Bomber. You can reach me out at Twitter. Anything you need.
No, we didn't know. That's what you were supposed to tell them.
Yeah, that's right. So
That's right.
follow me on Twitter, HR Bomber. You can follow me on Xbox as well as PlayStation if you'd like. But I'm not on PS Plus, so I can't even play with you. So that's cool. But
They
also,
may not want you to play with them because that could be a felony in most states.
that's true. That is
Okay.
true.
Just wanted to clarify that. That's a disclaimer. You hear me, YouTube? Okay, thank you.
Other than that, part of the Forking crew, just try to be out there and game with them whenever I can.
Go ahead, Borg.
That was amazing.
Wow.
I'm so my heart is touched.
You should.
It has.
Hey,
All
you
right.
can catch me on Twitter, Forkboy_gaming, or you can catch me at Forkboy_gaming on Twitch. We usually stream Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays. Mondays we'll be here to harass Wilmy if he wants to have us, continue having us. We do giveaways and whatnot. We just try to have a good time and talk about all sorts of things that you may or may not want to hear, or you just may want to not hear whatsoever. But that's okay.
Let's learn.
Yeah, we expose you to things that you may just never hear, so you can share with others. Because yeah, but yeah, we
Because
have a
that's
great
the
time.
kind of skitter's assholes we are.
Yeah, exactly. I want to share with you because my mind's twisted, so should yours.
Somebody needs to pass on this knowledge to others. This is how.
Yeah,
this works.
exactly.
It's
I
a
need a-
knowledgeable society of learning deep, depraved things.
Exactly. I want to share my pain. I mean, my love.
Hard love.
How many years
But,
have you been on probation, dude?
Recently, it got off. Why? What's up?
I was just curious because that whole speech he was just giving, I'm sitting here going, wow, that's kind of creepy.
It's not creepy.
It's only weird.
How
if you-
close do
if
you live to the
let it
nearest
make it weird,
schoolhouse?
man.
Doesn't
Well,
matter.
I mean, the letter says a mile, so I'm good.
Okay, just checking.
Are you sure it's at a mile?
It says a mile. GPS is 1.1, so parole officer says good.
Okay.
I play with the Forking crew, Tubby, Ghost, Bomber, and a couple others go in and out. But yeah, if you want to come check us out, we'd greatly appreciate it. We do giveaways, we harass people, and we do our best to just make you laugh. So, see you guys later. Haha.
All right. So I'm with those two. We game. You've already heard it 4 times. We're on Twitch. No big deal. Twitch finally unfucked my shit, so whenever Dave Fort can't do it, I'll have some bullshit on Twitter. So that's how that works. Find us on Twitter. Find us on Twitch. I have a Mixer account for a side hustle project that will probably go nowhere until Ninja decides to realize that we're really good friends or something. I don't know. But other than that, everybody, it was a dope time hanging out, talking gaming, and getting to just be around good gamers
Run.
and having fun.
All right, freelance.
How can I explain this in a normal sense? You can
by
find
speaking.
me on. Oh, very, very funny. You can find me on Gaming Beyond the Box on our Facebook page, or reach me and get in touch with me on Twitter. I think.
Yeah, you're on Twitter.
Yeah. I should be.
You are. Yeah, that's where I contact. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Gosh.
All right, and Viking.
Yeah, it's me. I'm the last one. So.
No, you're not.
Viking-
I'm the last. I'll let you go
Oh
first.
yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to take that away from you. You are the last one.
Exactly.
Second to last.
Fokker.
Viking's Funeral on Xbox. You can find me on Twitter and Discord. But if you need any help with any game, you can hit me up and I'll help you guys out. That's it. For
Any
me.
game?
Any game.
So you do play something besides Destiny?
I do.
Really?
I do. Yes.
Oh, I did not know that. I thought you were just strictly Destiny too.
No, I put my time into it. I get the grind out.
Oh, you
Such
definitely.
horrible
I have to
grind.
stay. I still have to stay ahead of where my dad's at since he can put in more hours than me. So I have to make sure I have better gear than him.
Yeah, because your dad's how old now?
60. 60? Yeah.
That's it?
Hmm.
I could have swore he was older than that.
No.
But he's still gaming.
He's still gaming. He games every single day. He'll put in about 8 hours in Destiny a day on the weekends, and then probably 6 every single night. Yeah.
Damn.
That's a lot of Destiny, bro. Like, damn.
Hmm. Yeah, and then he asked me for help, so I have to help him with all the harder shit. But yeah, so he solos almost everything. He's two-man the Shattered Throne with me, so that was pretty cool.
I mean, I failed at that horribly for like 3 hours.
It took us 5. It took us 5.5 hours to figure it out, but we two-manned it.
Oh,
Damn.
Before this new majestic armor that came out, so I have to do it again with him.
Ouch.
Yep.
Greetings and welcome. I want to play a game.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to do it solo.
Greetings.
Damn, Stream Deck didn't want to stop. But, alright, and that is going to be it. And you know who I am. I am Gaming's Mouth of the South. I am Wilmy Hood. You can find me here every Monday night at 8 p.m. And now you can find me every Thursday night at 9 p.m. on the Saltiest Gaming Podcast. I'm a full-time panel member there now. Come hang out with us there in the chat. If you know Salty and the crew, you know it's always a good time. You can find me on Twitter, of course, at Wilmy Hood. You can find me on just about anything. Just type Wilmy Hood into Google, you're going to find me. I'm on Facebook under Gaming Beyond the Box. I'm a little bit everywhere where most people didn't think I would be and where Mark Zuckerberg would love to remove me from. So, but thanks everybody for showing up, all of our usuals and some of the new people. And we will talk to you again Monday night. And for all those, that subscribe to my buddy Salty, I will see you Thursday night. Have a good night.
Later, everybody.
Later.
Later.